Hi, it's Anika from Living for Later. So today I want to talk to you about just the fact that if you know who you are, that impacts how you fight because you understand what is your inheritance. Allow me to explain. So many times people are fighting from a stance of defeat because they don't realize who they really are. Something happens and we get all worked up and we start hitting the panic button and, oh no, the devil is going to win. We may not say it in those words, but the fact that we are worrying and having sleepless night and just being extremely stressful lets us know right there that you're fighting your battle from a standpoint of defeat as opposed to one of victory. The more I understand who I am, it's the more I'm becoming defiant to the enemy. The more I'm looking him in the face and saying, I already have the victory because I understand who I am and what belongs to me. So let me read these scriptures to you. Ephesians 1:5 says, He predestined us for adoption, that's speaking about God, to sonship, that's speaking about me and you, through Jesus Christ in accordance with his pleasure and will. I love how the New Living Translation puts it. God decided in advance to adopt us into his own family by bringing us to himself through Jesus Christ. This is what he wanted to do, and it gave him great pleasure. This scripture lets me know that it defines me. It tells me my identity. It tells me that I am a child of God, that through Jesus Christ, God has brought me into his family. Through what Jesus did on the cross, I am now able to be adopted into the family of God. So because of that, I am a child of God. If you read on in 1 John 3:1-2, it says, See what great love the Father has lavished on us, that we should be called children of God. And that is what we are. That is who I am. I am a child of God. I have been just lavished with the love of God, and I am his child. So when I understand that I am his child, I understand that a part of my inheritance as a child of God is victory. So again, when the enemy's coming against me, I'm not cowering away in fear. I'm taking a stance of victory, like, come on, devil, the victory is already mine. So I'm not going to back down. I'm not going to cower away. I'm not going to lose night's sleep. I'm going to stand here and be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might, recognizing that I am not fighting the enemy in my own strength. Listen to what Deuteronomy 24 says. It says, For the Lord your God is the one who goes with you to fight for you against your enemies to give you victory. Let me read it again. For the Lord your God is the one who goes with you to fight for you against your enemies to give you victory. So the Lord goes with me into the battle. He's with me, right? Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Then the scripture says, and he is fighting for you. So he's with me in the battle, and he's fighting for me in the battle against my enemies. And here is the outcome: to give me the victory. So I just want to encourage you, whatever battle you are in, recognize that you are a child of God, and because you are a child of God, victory is your inheritance. Don't allow the enemy to bully you. You stand up. Don't fight back with carnal weapon. As Ephesians 6 verse 10 tells us, to be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. And then it goes on to tell us to put on the armor of God, right? So we're not waging a war in our flesh. We're waging according to the Spirit and from a stance of victory, because we are children of God. So I want to really encourage you, because I see so many people, and I've sometimes vacillate, right? Because it's like, oh, 1 minute, oh yes, I know who I am, and the next minute I'm having an identity crisis, and God is like, no, stand firm in who you are and what belongs to you, which is, again, the victory. All right, I hope this encouraged you. And again, I just want to say, fight from a stance of victory and not one of defeat, because you are a child of God. All right, you be blessed.